Join me as I dive into the ranks of the most powerful military units from around the world and see if I can name them all before the clock runs out. When we think about the most powerful military units in the world, we're not just talking about a bunch of heavily armed guys in uniforms. We're talking about highly trained, highly specialized forces that have the capability to shape the course of global events. Understanding their capabilities is essential in today's global context, where threats to national security can come from anywhere and at any time. These days, it seems like every nation is facing some kind of threat, whether it's terrorism, cyber attacks, or good old-fashioned territorial aggression. The world is becoming an increasingly dangerous place, and nations need to be prepared to defend themselves against all kinds of threats. That's why powerful military units are more important than ever. They act as a deterrent to would-be aggressors, and they provide a safety net in case things go wrong. The thing is, these threats aren't just theoretical, they're real, and they're happening right now. You only have to pick up a newspaper or scroll through your news feed to see the latest stories about terrorist attacks, border skirmishes, and cyber wars. It's a scary world out there, and nations need all the help they can get to stay safe. That's where powerful military units come in. They're the thin line between safety and chaos, and they deserve our respect and admiration. In a world where threats are becoming more and more complex, powerful military units need to be able to respond quickly and effectively. They need to be able to think on their feet, adapt to new situations, and make split-second decisions that can mean the difference between life and death. It's a tough job, and it's not for the faint of heart. Let's take a look at some of the most elite military units from around the world. You've got the British SAS, the US Navy SEALs, the Russian Spetsnaz, the list goes on and on. Each of these units has its own unique training, missions, and specialties, but they all share one thing in common. They're the best of the best. They're the cream of the crop, the top of the pile, and they are the ones who get the job done when it counts. The SAS, for example, is famous for its tough selection process, which pushes recruits to their limits and beyond. If you can survive the SAS selection process, you can survive anything. The US Navy SEALs, on the other hand, are known for their expertise in maritime special operations. They're the ones who can swim, scuba dive, and parachute drop their way into any situation. And the Russians, well, let's just say they're not to be messed with. These guys are the elite of the elite, and they'll stop at nothing to get the job done. But which units are the most powerful of all? That's what we really want to know. Well, after researching and deliberating, I've come up with my top 3. The units that stand head and shoulders above the rest. And drumroll please, it's the US Delta Force, the Israeli Sayeret, Matkol, and the French Foreign Legion's GIT. Each of these units has proven its effectiveness in real-world scenarios, and each one has earned its place as one of the most powerful military units in the world. The US Delta Force is famous for its rapid response capability. These guys can deploy anywhere in the world in a matter of hours. They're experts in counterterrorism, hostage rescue, and direct action, and they've got a reputation for getting the job done, no matter what. The Israeli Sayeret Matkol, on the other hand, is known for its intelligence-gathering capabilities. These guys are experts at sneaking behind enemy lines and gathering crucial intel. And the French Foreign Legions, well, they're the ones who deal with the really tough stuff. Hostage rescues, high-risk arrests, and counterterrorism operations. So what makes these units so powerful? Well, it's a combination of things. Their training, their experience, their equipment, and their sheer bravery. But it's also something more intangible, a sense of brotherhood, of camaraderie, of shared purpose. These units are more than just groups of soldiers. They're families, bound together by a shared sense of duty and service. In the end, powerful military units like these are what keep us safe. They read the thin line between chaos and order, between life and death, and we should be grateful for their service, their bravery, and their sacrifice. So, what do you think? Do you agree with my top 3 most powerful military units? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more military-related content.